new episode, know you probably waiting. Plant a seed in your brain, let me pollinate it. And I'm not like the rest, I don't do the faking. You are now tuned into Bro Conversations.
Topics on the docket. I
Yes,
definitely
sir.
prepared for this nigga.
Yep.
One
Appreciate
thing,
you.
yeah, it's gonna be number 6 on my shit. I was like, yo, is this male improvement thing like what you see Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit and AMS, Alpha Male Strategies, and the Roommates podcast, and different manosphere progresses like this? Do you think that this is a trend, or could this be the start to men getting their masculinity back?
I feel like Kevin specifically has been doing it a little bit too long for him to just be following the trend, and that's really the only nigga I watch. I don't watch no other niggas because that nigga give it to you raw, uncut. But I do need to tap into all the other shit you was talking about. But it's just I'm scared to get invested and then find out niggas is Derek Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be like for me specifically. I never had my dad in my life.
Real talk.
So it's
Yeah.
like, no, I ain't gonna capture you. That Kevin Samuels was really like a father figure I never had.
I feel you.
And like I never known all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So this shit, I'm really invested in that shit. I'm not really trying to veer off and you know what I'm saying? Because
veer
this
off
shit
into
is
the
100.
wrong niggas and niggas be capped.
Yeah, bro.
One thing I tell you, bro, like Fresh and Fit and Roommates and Alpha Male Strategy, they not
I
capped.
fuck with Fresh and Fit though. I know they official.
Oh yeah, they cool.
I know they official.
They cool, bro.
Because Kevin done been on that 2 or 3 times.
Hell yeah.
He killed
Hell
that
yeah.
shit.
Hell yeah.
That nigga. Oh my god.
Yeah, for sure. Like one thing I see, man, is like men for the last few years have been shunned for being men. You know, you hear that toxic masculinity shit, and you hear, oh, men are the rapists, men are the worst part of society, and I always have pushback towards that because no, don't get me wrong, I do understand that there are some terrible men out here.
Grimy.
There are some terrible men out here that moved incorrectly and it's wrong, and I can't speak for them because I'm not one of those men. But I feel like, yo, the way that people be going overboard, and I mean like the ladies sometimes, it's like you acting as if every man is like that, and you know I'm not like that. So whenever you specify or you put your main focus on those very men, I get kind of offended because it's like,
but they don't know that. You know why? Because they only date niggas that are in that
and
category.
there it is, and that be my thing. I'm like, all right, so now we got to do some backtracking because, you know, if you knew better, you do better, right?
Exactly.
But y'all smart, so something's not adding up. How do you keep getting these niggas that ain't shit? You must not be ain't shit.
Exactly.
But when you say that, they get upset.
Yeah.
Oh, you're toxic. You're a misogynist and all of that.
You've never heard the term let me see. Or I guess something along the lines of rightful masculinity. It's always toxic, motherfuckers. That's a buzzword now,
right?
Motherfuckers, they put that shit on there just to display their emotions in a semi-intelligent way, if you would even call it that. You know what I'm saying? But it's really like this, yo. I have a one-on-one with anybody I have a disagreement with, and if you're not making logical sense to me, then we can't have a fucking conversation.
Real
if you
talk.
speaking off emotions or some shit you think or some shit you heard, then my nigga.
Yeah, real talk. Yo, Myron be kicking bitches out. They be doing that shit. Cause on
yeah.
Fresh Event Podcast, yes, they be getting kicked out, dog. Frank Castle challenge, he be kicking them bitches out, and they be belligerent too. I think one of the bitches fucked Tory Lane. She got mad when she told him to get out, tried to spill it, drinking shit, kicked her ass out.
But the thing about that shit is that nigga know the type of bitches that he's bringing on his show. So it's kind of like he's bringing them there just to pull the chair and make them look dumb. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. But I think like no cap, it's a lot of incel niggas.
We do need to see it though.
Those girls are like, yeah, that's true. It's like these girls, like these men need to see the true nature of these females.
But it seemed like he's only doing it just to make them look fucking dumb. Cause you know what I'm saying? Because. And that's why I'm really drawn the way Kevin Samuels does. He does that shit over Zoom and shit. So there's no way he could be like, all right, so it's just less tethers to, I guess, the subject or the subject matter or reality, I guess, at that point.
I think that just go to show you how crazy some of these females are.
Yeah.
If they're willing to sign waivers and all of that shit. Because one female, when her friend got kicked out and shit, she stayed and tried to get the waiver back and tried to rip it up like real quick. But it wasn't allowing it. So I know, that's how you know how crazy you are.
Yeah.
You get yourself into shit that you don't know how to get out of. That just go to show you, it's like, I don't think like that.
Right.
And I know all women don't move like that.
Hell no.
That just go to show you.
for a new episode. Know you probably waiting. Plant a seed in your brain, let me pollinate it. And I'm not like the rest, I don't do the faking. You are now tuned into Bro Conversations.